These are the list of platforms that have either banned Trump or are restricting what he can do on the platforms. I'm not sure which ones have banned versus which ones are restricting, but this is the list of all that have done either or. Facebook, Twitter, Google, Spotify, Snapchat, Instagram, Shopify, Reddit, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest. That sounds like a deplatforming to me. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of surprised he hasn't even joined Parler, and we're going to get to Parler in just a second. But honestly, when tech companies can sit there and deplatform a sitting president like that, that should be making everyone out there nervous. Yes, I get the whole argument, well, they're private corporations, they can do what they want, but look, guys, let's be realistic here. At this point, how many people are using this? Yes, they're private corporations, but at the same time, I got to be honest. And I don't care how you feel about Trump or Don Jr., okay? Obviously, I didn't vote for Trump this time around. And I don't regret that decision, okay? But I thought Don Jr. Put out something pretty interesting. Don Jr. basically said, so people like the Ayatollah and dictator leaders of other countries who've even threatened genocide of countries can still be allowed to have a Twitter account. But the sitting president of the United States, who has condemned the violence, said there will be a peaceful transition, cannot? Really? Someone could threaten to kill an entire race of people, basically. And they can have a Twitter account. But the sitting president of the U.S., regardless of how you feel about the man, we're not here to debate whether he's good or bad. We're here to debate what's fair. Okay? That's the focal point here. He can't have a Twitter account? Seriously? Now, combine the fact that they have deplatformed the sitting president and the fact that means they can pretty much do it to anyone at this point. Pretty much they can. And what's even more sad is the fact that you've got so many people out there who are cheerleading this concept. Like, really? And I can equivalent this to a lot of other comparisons too. But this is the sort of thing, in a way, that I've been talking about for months. When I said that when things like this get started, it just keeps snowballing. It's a snowball effect. It's going to continue to grow. I said it about even some of the things that happened over the summer. Without having to hash over all that stuff again. People want to know, they go back and watch my older videos from the protests over the summer. They can see what I'm talking about on that. But I said, when people just start doing things like this, or breaking the law, or whatever, and it's encouraged, and you encourage that kind of behavior, and you say, yeah, it's great, they keep on going. There's no line in the sand, really, with principle where they say, okay, we're just going to do this. We're going to stop. No. Once they're cheerleading it, it just continues. And in the case of the government, you don't have to cheerlead it. If you're not stopping it or really putting up a real revolution stance to try and stop it, guess what? They're going to continue to do it. They've been doing it for about 20 years at this point. Okay? So that being said, people like the Humanist Report, and there's going to be many others. I'm sure TYT are just cheering this on. Very, very much so. I'm sure, Elizabeth Warren and all of her supporters are, so damn happy they're cutting cartwheels right now. Saying, oh, God, yes, thank you, Jesus. It's finally done. It's finally done. They kicked him off of Twitter and they've deplatformed him. And they're making the joke that his phone is as useless as a brick, basically. Laugh it up. Laugh it up. I'm so glad. I'm so fucking happy that you all think it's fun and games that we are literally entering down the rabbit hole to the 1984 George Orwell story, okay? We are entering into 1984. We are entering into a fucking Orwellian nightmare, and you motherfuckers are like cheerleaders on the sidelines just cutting splits and fucking waving your damn pom-poms around because you're happy about it. You fuck... God. Wow. Our forefathers, regardless of what you think about them, I know there were a lot of people who had stances that, oh, we shouldn't praise these people from the protests over the summer and all that. But look, guys, regardless of the bad things that they did, helped found this country. We all live in it. There's things we can look at in our history and say we're not proud of. But at the end of the day, we should be proud to be an American. I am. I'm proud to be an American. I hope a lot of the people who watch this channel are too. I love my country. I'm proud to be an American, but what I'm not proud of are the people who are in charge of America right now. And what I will tell you is this. If those founding fathers were around today, not only would they be sick to their damn stomach and appalled at our government, I'd argue in a lot of cases they'd be just as appalled with a lot of the people. Seriously. The American people have lost their way. So many did not listen to the words of Benjamin Franklin. They did not take his warning that you don't sacrifice your freedom. You do not sacrifice your liberty. You don't sacrifice that for safety. Because if you do, you won't have freedom and you won't be safe. My God, does that not ring true today? If it has ever rang so true for this country, it's ringing true right before our eyes right now. And they've been doing this shit for years. They figured out the easiest way to take away your freedoms is, one, let the news propagandize the hell out of you. Two, while they're propagandizing you and just pumping you full of bullshit, what that propaganda's really got to be is a fear campaign. They got to scare you. They got to make you tremble in fear. And then tell you, but we're your government and we're here to protect you. But in order to protect you, you got to kind of give up some rights, some liberties. But that's okay, because you'll still have a little bit of it. But we got to protect you. Don't you want to be safe? Don't you want to be safe? They've literally, I mean, do we need to go through the examples? The Patriot Act. What did Edward Snowden reveal to us about the Patriot Act? That this thing was sitting on the shelf for years and years, and they wanted to pass it. But they knew if they tried, it was going to fail. It was going to fail miserably. Until that day. Until September 11th, 2001. And the country got scared. They had a fear. They thought we were being attacked by terrorists. And there might be another one. Of course, our government doesn't talk about the fact that Condoleezza Rice had a memo that could have prevented that whole thing. No. We're not going to bring that up. We're not going to bring up that this could have been prevented. It was just a failure of our leaders and our intelligence to act properly. No, the failure here was we didn't have enough intelligence. So we need to pass the damn Patriot Act, which then sets up the whole FISA court or empowers the FISA court. They get the FISA warrants. They're just going to spy on the American public, basically, right? They're going to do that. They're just going to spy on everyone, collect the phone metadata and all that good shit for years and years and years, and we're not going to tell the public about anything. This thing gets passed through. But look what? Guess what? Look here, guys. We got to do this. It's for your own good. You know why? We got to stop the terrorists. And guess what? They didn't stop shit. Seriously. You're spying on all of us. What'd you stop? What'd you stop? By my count, I remember a lot of mass shootings taking place. Did y'all stop that shit? No. So you trample all over my Fourth Amendment right to protect my ass, yet you can't fucking protect my ass. Damn, if there was only a founding father who told you that shit would happen. Oh, that's right. They're very familiar with him. He's on the face of their favorite bill, the $100 bill. They know exactly who the fuck he is. And the American people really need to familiarize themselves with who he is. Ben Franklin. Don't sacrifice your freedom for your safety, because you're going to lose both of them. You're not going to be safe, and you're not going to be free. Wise words way ahead of their fucking time. If only we had people that were prominent in leadership roles who would say a lot of shit like that today and get that through the hard heads of so many of the American people. Seriously. Like, really? We need more people like that so bad right now. We really do. We need them so bad. So they can't prevent these shootings from taking place. But the shootings took place. So what's the solution? Well, I thought you were spying on us to protect us. So naturally the solution would be make your software better, right? Like, you're already spying on us to protect us. Why isn't your program working? Why isn't your system working? But was the response that they needed to improve on their end? Oh, fuck no. No. Now we need more gun control. Now we need certain guns off the streets. We need more restrictions on how many bullets you can buy, what kind of bullets you can buy, who can buy the guns. Just restriction. So let me get this straight. You trampled on my Fourth Amendment right to protect me, and you failed to do it. And then because you failed to do it, rather than saying there's a flaw within your program that already violated my damn Bill of Rights to protect me, so you should improve your program, you say I need to violate more of your Bill of Rights to protect you because the program does some but didn't do enough. No, it's actually been found it didn't do shit. It just took away your damn civil liberties and left it at that. You got screwed and not kissed. That's what the hell we got. We got screwed and not kissed. And then they want to come after the damn Second Amendment shit. And luckily, in a lot of ways, that's kind of been fought off. Certain states have imposed their own regulations on that kind of shit. But a lot of the right fears that that's going to become, that they're really going to try to come after the guns. A lot of Democrats have certainly thrown some red flags out there that they would be willing to. Even all the way back as far as Dianne Feinstein. Okay, all the way long time ago. Feinstein signaled she would be willing to do it. So take more of your civil liberties away. Now we get to 2021. And everybody thought 2020 was a fucking disaster. Now we're at 2021. Okay? And at 2021, now, because there was a big damn protest that made a lot of politicians run for the fucking hills, as the figure of speech, but really they ran for the fucking catacombs, okay? They ran to the damn underground tunnels or whatever beneath the Capitol building to hide because a group of people, staged or not, stormed the Capitol building and invaded it. And oh my God, we got a crazy president and he emboldened this whole thing. And a lot of his Republican allies, they were cheering it on. And we got to get rid of all of them. and we got to make restrictions. We got to censor freedom of speech. We got to kick him off of all these platforms. We got to tell all these Republicans that they got to resign from office, and you all need to be willing to go along with it. And guess what? Fucking damn YouTube commentators, along with plenty of damn others and their fucking brainless sheep followers, are sitting over there going, yeah, it's finally time. Thank God they finally did it. What the hell? Have you not realized the pattern? I just laid out what they've been doing for 20 fucking years to take away your civil liberties. And what do you think this is? Why do you think cops probably pulled those damn barricades back and let them storm? Why do you think they allowed it to happen? Because it was the perfect fucking fuel to start another fear campaign, get your ass scared enough that when they come around and tell you, in order to protect you, we need you to give up another freedom. And the fucking sheep all go, okay, and allow it to happen. Like, where have all these damn commentators been? Where the fuck has your head been? Because clearly your eyes haven't been open and out in the rest of the world to observe what's been taking place for the last 20 damn years. So your head's been somewhere. My guess is it's been up a Democrat's ass. You've been right up the damn donkey's ass, haven't you? Phrase another way, you've been right up the ass's ass. That's where your head's been. And if you ever do fucking remove it, you still can't see the damn world for what's going on because your damn eyes are brown because it's been up there for so fucking long. And you fucking gaslight the damn people into thinking this is a good thing. That having civil liberties taken away from any fucking body is a good thing. Oh, because it won't affect me. Bullshit. Bullshit. They've already done things to affect you and others. Look at how YouTube has changed their damn algorithms already over the years. Channels like mine and plenty of others have a hard ass time growing the way channels like this could have 10 years ago. Anybody like myself who started within the last few years, we came along at the wrong time to hop on the YouTube train. I'm still doing it anyway. I'm not going to let that discourage me. If I ever get to the point I can make money off this channel, great. If not, I'm still working 40 hours a week. I'm going to come on here and do my damn part to try to get a message out there and represent, more importantly, the voice of the Southern American. Because you don't really hear that much of that, honestly, especially from an independent perspective. I mean, there's a lot of voices on YouTube, but you don't really see that one. So I want to give my take on a lot of things. If that's not profitable, I don't care. As long as I can keep my damn job that pays my bills and keeps a roof over my head, food in my mouth, and takes care of me and my family, my wife, the kids we might have one day, I'll do what I got to do. And if this just has to be a hobby, so be it. It'll be a fucking hobby. It's about freedom of speech. It's about keeping your damn civil rights. And it's so damn disgraceful that so many people are cheering that shit on. I'm telling you, the founding fathers would be absolutely fucking disgusted. I really believe that shit. Furthermore than that, Google Play Store has banished Parler. Now, what the fuck is Parler? Probably everybody knows who Parler is, but if you don't, it was supposed to be the alternative to Twitter. Now, everybody says, oh, it's nothing but a right-wing echo chamber. Being honest, not going to bullshit, mostly all right-wingers. I don't really know of anybody who's very left. The only people I know are people who kind of joined recently. Tulsi Gabbard's on the platform. I know Nico House joined. I've followed both of them Israel, big talk, little talk. Of course, he's gotten more back towards his conservative roots. So I don't know that I would put him on the left side of things, but he's willing to talk to the left. He's willing to talk to independents. So, it's not like he's some hard right-winger who's nothing but right-wing all the way and screw those lefties. No, he's a more open-minded guy, even if he is on the right wing at this point. It doesn't matter. He at least has the decency to still communicate. So there's nothing wrong with him. But he's one that's on there. But overall, yeah, you got people like Dan Bongino. You've got Don Jr. You got all these Fox News people. You got Kayleigh McEnany. You've got all these people who are very right wing on Parler. But guess what? You got to look beyond that shit. I don't care if it's right wing people. What I care about is if they're willing to allow people to have freedom of speech. That's it. Now, granted, they could put, if it's really completely right-wing controlled and they don't want left-wing messages out there and left-wingers start joining it themselves for freedom of speech, that could be a double-edged sword, and then they could start their own censorship potentially later on down the line. But at the moment, that's not happening. That's not happening. And I'm not going to speculate. Right now, all I know is they're promoting the free speech, and Twitter's doing the censorship. Facebook is doing the censorship. YouTube is doing the censorship. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, I'm sure that video is going to really make the YouTube overlords happy if it doesn't get fucking removed. And I wouldn't put that shit past them. It wouldn't be the damn first time I've had some shit like that happen to my channel. CNN removing my fucking video because I used Cuomo primetime footage. It's happened before. I wouldn't put it past them. But even if it is right-wing people, it's about freedom of speech. And so what does Google do? Remove it from the Play Store. You can't download it anymore. Nope, no alternative for you. What does Apple do? You got to conform to our list of demands within X amount of time. And if you don't do this, we're going to take you off the Apple Store. So now they're not only deplatforming people, people have tried to create an alternative to the platforms that are deplatforming people and removing that freedom of speech. And then they create an alternative platform that will still give you freedom of speech. And the fucking people who control what apps you can put on your phone are saying, no, fuck that. You can't have that either. I'm telling you. How many fucking more red flags do you need that we are well on track to 1984 here? This is some fucking Orwellian shit, man. And this should be putting the fear of God into many, many people. There should not be so many people cheering this shit on. It is so disturbing. It worries me. It seriously worries me about the future of our country that there's so many people who think this is a good fucking thing. Guys, this ain't about whether they're right wing or not. I got news for you. Lefties and righties might disagree on all kinds of political issues. But I bet if we sat down and talked about bread and butter issues, you'd get so damn many of them to agree that the American people are getting dumped on, that they're getting ran over, that they're getting trashed on, and that the damn people in office are doing nothing but helping the donors. They're funding more war. They're funding big pharma. They're funding the people who bought for them to get elected. They're funding the Wall Street, the banks. Guys, come on. There's so much you got in common. You just won't talk about it. You just won't talk about it. It's like civil discourse is a fucking taboo for so many people. I mean, this is tribalism at a fucking horrendous level. That you cheer that on, not really thinking about what the repercussions are going to be for you. You know, I saw a damn thing on Twitter. It was the old fucking Looney Tunes clip where Daffy Duck has the goddamn rifle sticking it in the fucking tree trying to shoot bugs who's hiding out in the damn tree. And every time he pushes the barrel of the rifle in a little bit, the barrel of the rifle comes out of the rabbit hole in the ground and is just poking him right in his ass. Meaning the minute he pulls that damn trigger, he's about to get shot right in the ass. That's what these people are doing. Damn, that is such an accurate representation. You cheer this shit on, not realizing you're putting the barrel of that gun right up your own ass. It's only a matter of time before it affects you. Come on. Wake up. For the love of God, wake the hell up. This will come back to haunt you. Period. Period. You keep cheerleading this shit, you're going to lose your civil liberties. You're going to lose your fucking country. And your asses will be sitting around, if you're still alive one day, wondering, what the fuck happened here? Well, thank yourselves for not giving more of a shit about the freedoms that people have fought and died for to give you over time. And you just sit back and let the damn government that's been bought off and corrupted take them the hell away from you without any damn fuss. Not only no fuss, but some of you fucking cheerleading this shit on. To make bad matters worse, I go ahead and tell you this. I really think they're going to make a strong push to take it away. You know why? Because I don't think what we saw this past week is the only event we're going to see. I am leaning toward the point that there was probably, if it wasn't completely organized, they were at least told to stand down and allow them to do it. Like I explained, so that they had the picture, they had the image to display all over the media to scare you. And I think another one's coming. You know why I say that? Because part of the reason Twitter gave for deplatforming the sitting president was that they're already gathering information about an armed protest, I think, on the 17th. Meaning that they're saying another one could be coming. Now, isn't it coincidental? Isn't it just so coincidental that they're talking about another one might be coming, and yet at the exact same time, you've got sitting members of Congress who are calling for President Trump to either resign, and he's got 2 weeks left in office, or they want to impeach him. And again, he's got 2 weeks left in office. So it's impeach him or make him resign. But it ain't just him. They want to kick a bunch of Republican senators and congressmen out. They want to get rid of them. And if they don't resign, people like Cory Bush want to introduce legislation to make them leave. Now, I said this again. If that was MAGA people and it wasn't just a bunch of actors, and I don't believe it was, I think perhaps there might have been some actors there instigating. I think there was definitely the order to stand down and let them storm the Capitol building, not to put up much of a fight. I don't know when it was given, because clearly there was some fights that took place. But we do have the video of them opening up the fucking gates and letting them flood in. Then you got the guy, the cop taking the selfie with one of them on the inside. Something stinks. Something stinks. I'm telling you, I'm damn near positive the order was given to those cops to stand down. Now, if those people were that pissed about they thought an election being stolen and that certain people weren't able to win re-election because they were cheated, more importantly, Trump, they were pissed about that. Now y'all are trying to forcefully remove other people who either A, did win, or B, weren't up for election, and so you couldn't have a chance to screw them. And so now you're trying to find a backdoor way to just get them out of office without even an election process. All because their part of their constituency came up there and did that? And y'all want to force them out of office? Well, isn't that a little double standarded? Again, I don't care whether you think that this protest was right, the Black Lives Matter and all the Antifa stuff is not. Guys, if they got to be removed for office because their constituency did that, then a lot of Democrats got to be removed from office because of all the damn property damage and shit that took place over the summer. Oh, I know a lot of those protests were supposed to be peaceful, right? But there was damage that took place. There was a chop. There was a Chaz. There was a town burned down in Minnesota. There was a lot of bad things that happened in Kenosha. A lot of shit's happened. There was problems in Atlanta. CNN building got raided. I didn't shed a tear over that. But all these things happen. And who was cheering it on in most of the cases? Who was sitting there saying these people are venting their frustrations and we shouldn't condemn them and blah, 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 blah? Democrats. Y'all been enabling this shit on your side for quite some time. So if the Republicans have to leave office, then by y'all's own logic, y'all got to do the same shit. But when you don't, and you basically say it's just the right-wing people who should pay consequences, you're pissing them off. You're pissing them off. And I think they're doing it deliberately. I think they're just poking the fucking bear at this point, trying to get that fucking reaction again. I think they are. You got fucking, and even them Republicans, you got Republicans like Lindsey Graham. Oh God, my lovely fucking senator, who will sit there and tell you he's in agreement with Bernie Sanders the day of this instance that the Capitol Police and whatnot should have used force, lethal force if necessary, to get those people out of there. Yet Bernie Sanders is the one who let a group of Black Lives Matter protesters hijack his whole damn rally. He didn't use force, but he wanted fourth. I'm fucking talking like Daffy over here now. Force, lethal force if necessary, to get them to leave. Again, I don't care whether you think one was justified and one wasn't. It's just the optics of it all. It's the optics of it all. They're going to know this shit when they hear this shit and they see it happening. It's going to piss them off again. I'm telling you, their fucking actions, it's damn near like they are trying to get another one to happen. And I'm really convinced they're trying to get it done now, considering that's, again, part of the reason Twitter cited for completely banning the president. Was that there was supposed to be another one happening on the 17th. I mean, is there any other rational explanation that I'm fucking missing somewhere? Seriously. Is there any other rational explanation for this shit? Because I'm not coming up with any damn thing. I think they want it to happen because it'll be more icing on the cake to come against your fucking Bill of Rights and your civil liberties. So they can take more of the shit away. They've already got people cheerleading this time. They might need something maybe just as bad, if not a little bit worse, to happen, and then it'll just seal the fucking deal. Seriously. I think they're fucking trying to get it to happen. I really do. I really do. And that's terrible to say. But I'm convinced of it. Maybe I'm wrong. Hope I am. But I think it's what they're aiming for. And it fits their MO. Again, they've been doing this kind of shit for years. They got to have an event to scare you so you're willing to give up your rights. They've been doing this shit for so damn long. And they're going to keep on doing it. As long as people are gullible enough to keep falling for it, they're going to keep doing it. Why fix what ain't broken? If that strategy's been working, keep it up. Keep it the hell up. Seriously. Guys, we are in serious trouble. As a country, we are in serious trouble. I've been vocal. I don't want to see this country fall apart. I don't want to see civil war. I don't want to see revolution. I really don't, because I know how ugly things will get when it happens. But we are getting into really, really dangerous territory here. We really are. We really could lose all the things our country stands for. And arguably a lot of it's already been chipped away over time, but we could really start to lose it all if we're not careful. We are in we've been in Orwell territory for a long time, but we are really getting into some serious Orwell territory now. And if we don't do something, we will be living in an Orwellian nightmare. It's only a matter of time. It really is. People seriously need to put all the damn petty squabbles right and left aside and realize it's about the people versus the corrupt. The corrupt powers that be that want to do more for themselves and less for the damn people, and start treating us like nothing but complete peasants. And the people are going to have to wake up and do something quick. If they don't, America's not going to be America anymore. I hate to say that, but it is becoming a very clear image to me. Whether it's going to be sooner or later. And I'm leaning towards sooner at this point. If shit keeps really going full steam ahead like this, I'm going to say sooner. But it's going to fucking happen if the people don't wisen up and wisen up quick. All I can say is, if you're a person of faith, if you're a person of any sort of religion, pray for our country. If you're not a person of religion, you can still have hope, but everybody needs to be doing their part. Wisen up the people around you. Wisen up the people close to you. Talk to them. Help them understand. And help them understand to get over this right versus left shit that the damn propaganda news has been making people adhere to for so fucking long. Look beyond that. Open your mind and look beyond that and see what you have in common with your fellow man. Even though he might be from the South and you might be from the North. Even though they might be from the West Coast and you might be on the East Coast. They might be a Republican, you might be a Democrat. They might be Green Party, you might be Libertarian. They might be 21, you might be 75. Understand the pain, the suffering that we're all fucking going through, and put all that petty squabble shit aside, because I've been saying this for a long time, and damn it, it's just as true. People need to seriously listen to what I'm saying right now. All this shit about spending on this government program, all these things that the right and the left are going to disagree on policy-wise in a lot of ways. Wait till you have your country back. Squabble about this shit. Because if you keep squabbling about it all now, you're not going to have a country to make those changes one way or the other in anyway. You ain't going to have the say-so. You ain't going to have the power. You ain't going to have the authority. And your squabbling is going to lead to the people who've been taking these civil liberties away to continue to take office, to continue to get elected, to continue to destroy our country. And you'll get none of the changes you want. You'll get the changes that the people who bought them off want, not what you want. So the time to take your country back is now, because there might not be a later. There might not be a later. It's time to act now. I'm not calling for violence. I'm not necessarily. I'm not calling for riot. You can do protests without storming the Capitol building. Again, like I said, I didn't lose any sleep over that. I didn't shed a tear. But we can show them we're not going to take it. You can. And the next time there's an election, don't vote for one of their sorry asses. Don't vote for them. Go vote for somebody else. Go vote third party. Go write in. and help other people understand that same concept. This country is going to hell either way if one of those two keep taking office. It doesn't matter. That whole tactic of, I got to vote Republican even if I don't agree with them because the Democrat will take office and I'm screwed. You're screwed with the Republican, man, and here's why. Oh, I got to vote Democrat because if I don't vote Democrat, the Republican will take office and I can't have that. You're screwed with the Democrat. Here's why. Lay this shit out to people. It's up to each person who already knows these things to be telling everyone around them, wake them up and help them understand why they got to quit doing this. You might not have that much longer left. Time's fucking ticking, man. I'm serious. I don't know how much longer our country's going to last. If this Orwellian shit keeps on going. All I know is we are in some serious damn trouble. And like I said, if you're religious, you need to be getting out there and doing your part, but pray for our country. If you're not religious, send all the good vibes, all the good energy you can, and still get out there and do your part as best as you can. Do whatever you can do to help. Get out there and promote free Assange. Get out there and promote the truths that Edward Snowden told us. The truths that Chelsea Manning told us. Get out there and have a protest or a peaceful march. Exposing Democrats and Republicans. Do whatever you can do. Whatever you can do. It doesn't have to be what we saw in D.C. What you saw in D.C. is going to do nothing but play right into their hand at the end of the day. And what we saw over the summer is going to play right into their hand at the end of the day. There's a way. There's a way. But people got to wake up and wake up fast. Because there's a chance. It's not a huge one, but it's a chance. But taking that chance is better than sitting on your ass and doing nothing, in my opinion. Again, I'm just going to end on this. We are entering into a dangerous time. And what the outcome of it's going to be, I don't know. And I'm very worried to guess. All I can say is we just need to do our part and hope for the best.